Welcome, friends. Welcome back to the kitchen. Welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. We're going to do another cocktail out of this 1930 book, The Art of Drinking. And it's kind of an interesting book because it's laid out in a way that it knows that you're under duress during Prohibition. So you can pick out the cocktails based on what you have on hand in your apartment or your house. Today we're going to do something called Scotch Broth, which I find very interesting. We're going to do it with two different Scotch whiskies. It says to use a good Scotch. I think these two are fairly decent. So we start out with a dash of Angostura in each of our mixing glasses. Each mixing glass gets a piece of orange peel. Cocktail number one is going to get the Dewar's 15. I would classify this as good Scotch. Each one gets French vermouth or white vermouth or dry vermouth, depending on what you want to call it. So there we go. Rinse out the jigger. And cocktail number two is going to get the Chivas. Pretty good blended Scotch. And we'll ice and stir. Cocktail number one with the Dewars. And cocktail number two with the Chivas. There we go. Hey, Jules.
Hey, Glen. Hey, friends.
And a lemon twist. Now, it just says to twist the piece of lemon twist over the glass. Doesn't say to actually put it in.
Okay, so let's just a little spritz.
Just a little spritz, and we'll give it
a... Of course, Glen will do a little around the edges.
Yeah. Same one on that side. Okay, so Scotch broth.
That's an odd... Makes it sound like soup.
Kind of looks like... I mean, it's got Scotch in it, and it kind of... Anyway, who knows why people call things things. I mean, they're completely different because they're completely different Scotches, aren't they? Mm-hmm.
I think if I was going to pick for this particular...
Yep.
Okay, so one, it's a good drink.
Yes. Good cocktail, yeah.
It's a good cocktail. I think I prefer the Dewars in this case.
I kind of prefer the Chivas.
That's great. It's always best that way, isn't it?
Okay, so I hear you. Why would you waste good Scotch in a cocktail?
That's exactly what I was thinking, but I'm like, ugh.
Yes. And the refrain that I hear over and over and over is people think that you're putting Scotch or good Scotch into a cocktail because you're trying to hide the flavor.
But good Scotch, why would you put crap in your cocktail?
Well, yes, but I would yes, and I would argue that it transforms it. You're not hiding it, you're not masking it, you're transforming it into something completely different. So why not start with what you really like and use that in the cocktail? Why use crap that you don't like in a cocktail? Which is part of what this whole 5-year journey of Cocktails After Dark has been all about.
A lot of cocktails.
It's trying different things and seeing what works. And often, if you like it on its own, it's going to work in the cocktail. And it doesn't matter that it's a sipping Scotch or whatever you want to call it.
Now, there's really only been a few surprises when the combination
Didn't work.
was horrid.
But often the combination of things that you really like comes together into something that you absolutely adore. That's why I sometimes make choices that I do. And other times I just make choices because it's like, well...
The instruction was good Scotch.
Yeah, the instruction was good Scotch. So there we go. I'm going to take the Chivas. Julie's going to take the Dewars.
There we go.
Thanks for stopping by.
See you again soon.